All right, today we're diving into a fitness revolution, one that actually fits into a busy life. We are going to crack the code on HIIT, which is hands down one of the most efficient workouts on the entire planet.
You know, it's the ultimate promise in fitness, right? This idea that you can get a killer workout, see actual, real results, and still have time for, well, everything else. I mean, it sounds a little too good to be true, doesn't it?
Well, here's the thing. It's not some fitness fantasy. This is the whole idea behind high-intensity interval training, or what we all call HIIT. It's a style of working out that is completely changing the game for anyone who's short on time but really serious about their health.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty of it. To really get why HIIT is just so powerful, we kind of have to look under the hood. We're talking about the actual science behind going fast.
You see, at its core, HIIT is actually brilliantly simple. It's a workout where you go all out, and I mean really pushing it, full-on, intense bursts of exercise. And then you get these short, sweet periods of rest or maybe some light activity. Just think of it like a light switch. You're on, then you're off. On, then off again. And that constant change, that's where all the magic happens.
Now get this, the efficiency is just off the charts. Seriously, studies show that HIIT can burn 25 to 30% more calories than your typical workout, like jogging on a treadmill, in the exact same amount of time. That is a massive return on your effort.
So, what's the secret sauce here? Well, first, it just skyrockets your heart rate, which kind of shocks your body into adapting and getting stronger. Second, it kicks off this thing called the afterburn effect, which basically turns your body into a calorie-burning machine for hours, even after you're done working out. Plus, it's a fantastic way to get your strength and cardio done in one go. It builds incredible endurance, and you know the best part? You can do it pretty much anywhere. No fancy equipment or gym membership required.
So as you start digging into the world of HIIT, you're going to stumble across some acronyms. So let's decode two of the big ones you'll see, AMRAP and EMOM. Yeah, they sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but they're really just two different ways to structure your workout and keep things interesting.
And this chart breaks it down perfectly. See, AMRAP is all about finding out how much work you can possibly cram into a set amount of time. EMOM, on the other hand, is more about consistency and rhythm, about hitting a specific target every single minute. Think of one as a mad dash to the finish line, and the other as a series of controlled, powerful bursts.
Let's zoom in on AMRAP for a second. Imagine someone starts a 15-minute timer, and your job is to just go. You power through a circuit of exercises, and the second you finish one round, you jump right back into the next one. The goal is simple. Get as much done as you possibly can before that timer buzzes.
Now, EMOM, that's more like a dance with the clock. At the start of every single minute, you have a task, let's say 15 push-ups. If that takes you 40 seconds to do, you get a 20-second breather. But as soon as that next minute starts, boom, you're back at it. It's an awesome way to manage your energy and make sure your form stays solid.
All right, so now you get the what and the why. Let's move on to the most important part, the how. We need to talk about how you can actually start doing this stuff safely and effectively so you can build a routine that you'll actually stick with. You know, for anyone just starting out, there are three really key things to remember. Number one, ease into it. HIIT is no joke, so starting with 1 or 2 sessions a week is perfect. Give your body that time to adapt. Second, and I can't stress this enough, focus on good form. It is so much better to do fewer reps correctly than to rush through and risk an injury. And third, track your progress. Jotting down your numbers and seeing them go up over time is a huge motivator.
So what does a beginner workout actually look like? Well, here is a perfect example you can do right in your living room, no equipment needed at all. You've got squats and lunges to work your legs, modified push-ups for your upper body, marching to get that heart rate pumping, and a good old plank to fire up your core. It's a total full-body blast.
And the timing couldn't be simpler. You'll work for just 15 seconds, then rest for 15 seconds, then move on to the next exercise. Once you've gone through all 5, that's 1 round. Just aim for 3 or 4 rounds to start. It's totally doable, it's super effective, and it's a great way to build your confidence.
So you've just crushed your workout, but the job isn't quite done yet. We need to talk about the final and, let's be honest, often the most neglected piece of the puzzle, the cool down. And seriously, proper recovery is not optional.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. Look, the intensity of HIIT is what gets you those amazing results, but that intensity also puts a ton of stress on your body. Taking just a few minutes to help your body kickstart that recovery process is absolutely crucial for preventing soreness and keeping you injury-free.
So what kind of stretching are we talking about here? Well, after a workout, your muscles are warm and pliable.
That's where static stretching comes in, holding a stretch for about 20 to 60 seconds. You want to save the more active, movement-based stretches like leg swings and arm circles for your warm-up before you start.
And here are 4 keys to make sure you're doing it right. Breathe through the stretch. Whatever you do, don't hold your breath. Hold it steady, no bouncing. A good stretch should feel challenging, like a deep pull, but it should never feel sharp or painful. And finally, make it a habit. Just like your workout, your cool down should be non-negotiable.
So let's wrap all this up. What's the big takeaway here? At the end of the day, it's that you are in the driver's seat. It's your workout, and you get to make the rules.
And the advantages are pretty clear, right? HIIT is incredibly efficient. It's super adaptable to your fitness level. You barely need any equipment. It works your entire body, and it's one of the best things you can possibly do for your heart health and endurance. It really is a total game changer. So, here is the bottom line. A great workout isn't measured by how much time you spend doing it. It's measured by how much intensity you bring to it. A short, intense session can do way more for you than a long, lazy one. It really is all about quality over quantity.
Which leaves us with one final thought. You don't need an hour. You don't even need 30 minutes. Let's say you have 15 minutes. Now that you know exactly what's possible, the only question left is, how are you going to use them?